Double K Beats, Double K Productions. I am back with you in pre-Sony Studio 1.4, back with another tutorial. This tutorial is gonna be about showing you how I went about mixing these the drum bus and the melody bus. I had a request on that a while back. And I'm gonna just show you how really simple it is to mix vocals with stems. Nothing too major about it. Don't get flustered about it. You could do it with an instrumental or 2-track up here. Or you could do it with stems if you made the beat. You know what I'm saying? Or if you bought the exclusive right to the beat, or if you bought stems to the beat. It don't matter. You can still get a good mix with a 2-track and also with some stems. A lot of professional mix engineers prefer stems because they can work with the individual claps, drums, and etc. You know what I mean? So let's get into it. If you're new to the channel, you haven't subscribed to this channel, please subscribe to this channel. So and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified every time I post something. Subscribing also helps me out. It helps me let me know that people are still interested in my content, and I definitely need requests for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Just how people left this request, hey, can you do a drum bus? That's what I mean by requests. If you have anything that you want to know about Pre-Sony Studio One, leave it in the comments on any video, and I will make a tutorial about it if I know what you're asking. You know what I mean? If I know how to do that. Okay, let's get into it. First off, I want to find out why all my presets ain't working. Really don't know. I have them all stored in here, but they seem not to work. I do that. I figure that out later. I don't know why my presets is not stored. Motive. I got a new computer, transferred them over, and still not working. All right, let's get into it. You ever heard that? I know y'all heard it. Dear Mama. You know what I'm saying? And I was inspired, so don't say I stole it, but I was inspired by that beat and by that song. So I made a song myself called Mama. And this is what this melody is. Let me just play it, and you know. You know what I mean? Just something simple. Let's go over the beat and the instrumental. Let's see exactly what I done inside this. Normally I mix inside FL Studio, and then I come in here and just tweak the faders to my liking so my vocals can sit right. But this particular case, I only had a few instrumental tracks. I had you can see down here the bass, the claps. It had much going on, shakers, chimes, and then I had the main melodies going on right here. So I was like, I could just mix it inside Studio One. My computer will be able to work with it. You know, I had the slower computer at the time, but it still worked. It still got the job done, and it wasn't cracking or nothing like that. Now I got a fast computer. It's gonna keep up. So let's go over it. Let's mute them out. This is the kick. Let's mute them out and solo this one. My kicks is up here. Nothing too major on it. Nothing too major on the kicks. I just wanted that thump to hit just right. Simple kick pattern. You know what I mean? So let's go over what I done to it. EQ, put a little bit of shelf on that right there. Took out some of them low mids to where my bass gonna sit. Backdoor, took out some of them highs, because you need the highs to be sitting in there. But I didn't want to take out all the part of the kick, because you would just sound like this. Get no thump. So still want that. I still wanted that sound of the kick in there. And I'm gonna just try to hurry up and run through this so I can not make this tutorial too long, showing y'all exactly every plugin. I know y'all want that, but nobody's gonna watch the whole video. That's just part of YouTube. Added a crusher. This plugin is actually free. It's called a head crusher. As you can see right here, it says free. I forgot what website I got it from, but you can also get it. It's a great plugin. It works. It gets the job done. Without it, you can barely hear anything. With it, there you go. No thump. With it on. And then I add a little bit of L1 limiter, nothing too major. Just added a little negative dB in it. That way it don't clip on me. You know what I mean? And then normally when you messing with the fader, the volume of your instruments, if you're mixing with stems, you're just mixing that. I can't tell you to put it on -5. You have to mix it in with everything. Like, all this has to be mixed together, okay? I can only show you what I use in the plugins and how I went about getting a sound for it. Spit that out. Sorry. How about went about getting that thump? I can, far as telling you to put it on -5 dB, that just ain't gonna work. You have to mix everything that you're doing inside the track together. So -5 worked because I'm gonna come back with the bass, and that's going to be -12 because the bass can't be louder than kicks. It's just all has to work. You know what I'm saying? The claps got to sound good. The hi-hats got to sit on the pocket and stuff like that. I could only show y'all what I did to make sure everything sounded as one, You basically taking all these stems and making it sound like this instrumental right here. Know what I mean? Unmute it. That's not even mix, okay? Not even mix. That's just took it and give me basically like to record. I recorded all my vocals on this instrumental and then I mixed everything to the stems. All right, let's get into the bass. That's the kicks. Let's see what the bass doing. Boom. As you can see, I rolled off all that highs right there because I don't want none of that in there. I want the bass to be mixing with my hi-hats because the hi-hats resonates. And you can see I took off a little shelf right here. Didn't cut my lows out because that's where my lows sitting. Brought this up because I needed that to be more present. And too major about it. You probably can't hear it if you ain't got good headphones. I mean, I don't know if y'all can hear it or not. Let's take the head crusher off. I'll put that on too. You know what I mean? And then I added the same thing. I took out -2 dB. That way we ain't too loud in there. Know what I mean? Well, it ain't clipping on me. So alright, that's it on that one. Let's go to the same thing. Same thing. I'm just rolling off different things inside the instrument itself. So on the claps, I'm rolling this off because I don't need that. I don't need the bass in there, but I need this to be hitting. Know what I mean? Add the head crusher. Salt. Let's add a little taste to it. Add a little flavor. That way it hit harder. Same thing. Take out a little bit. Don't want it to be clipping. I only added limiters for the clipping. If I took the limiter off, it still won't clip. But it gives you that good flavor back into it. You know what I'm saying? What we took away. So it's not nothing to make the volume loud. It's just there to be helpful clip. That's the hi-hat, you see. Out them lows, took out a little bit of them mids, and the same thing with the limiter. I keep it normally basic and simple because Let's go to this one. My hi-hats. All the hi-hats right there. But I keep it simple. I don't use too much plugins because you would take away from the natural sound of the plugin itself. Kept this basic, the open hi-hats. Add a little bit of wetness to it, just 5 in there, nothing too major about it. Let's take it out so you can hear it. Then put a little bit of wetness on it. It don't do too much. And then the shaker. There it is. Added a limiter to it, okay? Nothing too major about it. Don't get bent out of shape. If I ain't going over details, that's all I done to the drum bus. This is the drum bus. All I did is put all this inside this drum bus right here, and then I could just mess with the bus, turn it up and down. Once I got all my faders individually right, I could tweak the drum bus. As you can see right here, negative 1.3 dB after I already mixed this down. Just so my vocals can sit right on it, okay? And the chimes, I don't even know what that's at. Well, let me turn. Way at the end. At the beginning. Okay? That's it. Alright, let's get into the melody. You remember this sound? This sound is from the Dear Mama. Doom, 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 doom. You know what I'm saying? Put my own twist on it. That's what you do as a producer. You don't want to steal everything. You know what I'm saying? It's not stealing. It's I call it being inspired and recreating the best thing in music. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the first one to do this. You know what I mean? It's called recreating something, a masterpiece that already put it out there. You know what I mean? So from what I done to what the first person done with this beat is already set. The bar is already set for it. This is me making my own taste to it. Okay? Understand that. Alright, this is just what I did to the melody. I rolled off a little bit. It's the main part that plays through the whole thing. Let's close this out so we can see the melody is going on. And that's just a simple piano that plays through the whole thing. Loops, loops. Okay? Had to get rid of some of that bass because that's where my low end gonna sit. I definitely wanted all this to sound just right. Right there too. Okay. Alright, let's get to SL. SL is always SSL. It's always a good EQ to use. As you can see, I'm at the 2 and I'm 2 dB I added, and I'm at the 3K kilohertz right down. Added a dB, I'm at the 6, close to 7, and I didn't do nothing but bring this down. I didn't even take nothing out, and that's why I wanted to sit in and out. To add a little bit more sheen to that piano, because that piano ran out throughout. Let's see what this doing. You see? Hold on, bring it back. I hope you understand. Subtle things can go a long way. You know what I mean? That's the only 3 plugins I have. When I came to this last one and this Ventures give it some more high end on it, and I liked it that it needed that. I didn't want too much warmth in that piano because my bass and my kick's gonna be hitting over here. I needed a little bit more high end on that piano because not only is piano work in the mid range, they work in the low range. If you have the bass low octaves hitting, it works. It works in all the ranges, the highs, the mids, the lows, all that. So you got to EQ it, and then I wanted that highness in it. I wanted want that one. You know what I mean? Nothing too major about it, man. You know what I mean? You got to keep it simple sometimes, because your brain will overwork. You know what I mean? Over and over and over, overthinking things, and you just keep it simple. And then take out the lows. Sometimes low cutting our stuff out. I mean, high and low cutting is always a good thing, because you got to see where your stuff. I say see, you can listen, but and that technology is getting better, so you can see where the frequency's hitting at. You work with it, and then you listen to your ears. Okay, this is a little too loud. Let's come down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, this ain't too present. This is what needs to be up there, and then you turn it up because you don't hear it with your ears. You know what I mean? That's what I mean about you see it where it's at, so you can just low cut it out or whatever, and then come in. Okay, what I want to be heard throughout this song in these bells, and that's what I done. Okay, SL the same thing. Put a little sheen on it. Nothing too major. Didn't do nothing of that till just now. Put that back out. Boom. Okay. Boom. All right. Nothing too major. I know I'm going too long. Let's see where we at. 16, doing good. I know I'm going too long, but somebody asked for this request, so I'm trying to hit on exactly what I did mixing the stems. I don't always mix with stems, so when I do, I can make a tutorial on it because I've done it. You know what I mean? So let's go. Which one I'm on? I'm not on this one yet. All right. All right. What I done on this EQ, you can hear this sound right here. Little basic, little just not too pleasant to the ears. So take a little bit of that out, and you can see it's high in there. I didn't like it. But what I did like is in the 2K to 5K range is where it's going to be more present at, and where it's going to sit right inside inside with everything going on, my vocals and all that, the kicks, the drums, all that, everything cohesive. So this was going to sit right. So I decided to take out this harsh sounding part right there, lows just in the 500. You can see it just didn't sound too right for me. So, and then with the EQ, put a little bit more highs back in there. Highs never do you wrong if it's good highs. And then I mess with the high mid frequencies. Lows I don't really touch because I don't want it to be messing up. Oh yeah, and I do my cutting right here. It's two at the 200 range. Low pass filter, I think. Low or high. I don't freaking know. You know it's a cut. You know what I'm talking about. You ain't new to that. You been cut. And that's the strings, okay? This my baby right here. When I was making the beat, I'm like, okay, I got the piano. That's Tupac's. You know what I'm saying? Got the strings. Okay, that's what Tupac used, or his producer. His great producer. And I'm like, let me switch it up. And I started playing. Okay, I can't make the whole beat like he is. You know what I'm saying? I can only be inspired. But if I took all of it, and then you're gonna be hitting me with copyright. So I was like, man, they blowing me up. So I was like, let me you know what I'm saying? On this right here. You feel me? I use that right there. And this is mine, just to switch it up. It's a whistle, nothing too major. You know what I mean? I like that. I like that I did that. You know what I mean? That's me. It's my creation. I'll show y'all. I'll make a tutorial on that beat. You don't think it's a game? I made that sound. I made that sound. I mean, the whistle was there, but I made the pattern. You know, the. All right, that's pretty much it on the instrumental. Now, as a whole, this is how it sounds as a whole, and then we can get into the vocals. I know I just said about the instrumental, but we can get into what I done on the vocals, just a little bit of it. I don't want to make it too long, but as a whole of the beat, this is how it sounds, man. With the hook, we just bring it in with the hook with all the sounds in there. It's not too much sounds. You can see you got more sounds in the drum bus than you do as melodies, but simple goes a long way because in Tupac's Dear Mama song, he had basically this piano and these strings, and then he had a whole nother melody that went on. I mean, you heard the song, but he had another melody that went on, and basically couple of same things as here: kicks, the drum, a drum pattern, like a bass pattern, and then the claps. So that's all simple stuff. And then he had a whole nother melody that I changed up inside mine. That's it. That's all this producer did. He created a masterpiece with just that. You know, sometimes simple works in the best way. And I feel like in this song it worked the best way. Okay? Simple. All right, let's bring into the vocals. Let's bring in the vocals. Let's turn it back on. What else did I mute out? My my parallel comp, and my verse doubler. I get into that. I'm making another tutorial about why I do that and how I get that fullness. Well, let's see.
Mama, mama, I hope you understand. I'm just trying to be the man. I'm just trying to feed my fam. Mama, mama, I hope you see my plan. When I eat, you eat until I reach my dreams. Don't fall asleep on me. Mama, mama, I hope you understand. I'm just trying to be the man. I'm just trying to feed my fam. Mama, mama, I hope you see my plan. When I eat, you eat until I reach my dreams. Don't fall asleep on me. No father was around, so my mother was my father. I remember going around town with my brothers, in and out of homes, trying to make it every struggle. It was hard terms as we tried to juggle, eating off each other in the plate, trying to get a little taste, living off welfare, the second place. Of course, I was too young to realize with my own eyes. On my brain just had the pain inside. But tonight, I'ma let my feelings come out. Let me talk about it. We see my father for the first time. Didn't really have much to say, but a bunch of lies.
Alright, I'm feeling myself, you know what I'm saying? That's from the heart. From the heart. When see my father for the first time, didn't really have much to say, but a bunch of lies. You know what I mean? True shit. As far as the vocals, you know I like to do stack my stuff. Nothing too major about it. Always, when you mixing your vocals to some stems, you always want to take into consideration of how loud them stems sound and how loud did you have your stems. As you seen before I turned this on, we was clipping a little bit.
Mama, mama, I hope.
That's because my bass is just hitting too hard. Boom. But I wanted that. My bass is not clipping over here, but when everything's playing, it's clipping in the main thing. So we got to take care of that. So how I take care of that is some good distortion, which don't bother me none. I liked it, but all I did is add a mix.
Mama, mama, I hope you understand.
So when I go to the master stage, yes, it's still distorted, but it's good distortion to me, you know what I'm saying? So
Mama, mama, I hope you understand.
my bass is hitting and everything's hitting together. So I didn't go in and turn everything down, now messing up the whole entire mix. I just made sure when I took it to mastering stage, I had some good headroom, you know what I'm saying? That's all that's about. That's why you see red. My kicks and everything was hitting so hard, but my vocals sound so good.
Mama, I hope you understand. I'm just trying to be the man. I'm just trying to feed my fam. Mama, I hope you see my plan. When I eat, you eat until I reach my dreams. Don't fall asleep on me. Mama, I hope you understand. I'm just trying to be the man. I'm just trying to feed my fam. Mama, I hope you see my plan. When I eat, you eat until I reach my dreams. Don't fall asleep on me.
Okay, that's for my mama. Mama. Everybody love their mama, man. Man.
I wanna tell you I appreciate you for all the things you have done and all the hard waiting. All it took was patience and you never gave up. You have 9 kids that you had to feed up. Hard work, yeah, I know you had 3 jobs. Trying to make ends meet so you could provide what we need, what we grieve, even what we couldn't see. Let me tell you what I mean, this is what I mean. Mama, I gotta get it off my chest. This is me and just me, I'm not speaking for the rest. Let me say, I love you to death. I just wish you could understand that your boy is a man. Providing for my family is all I can be. Growing up without a daddy, it's just not in me. Give my kids what they need and the things that I just couldn't see. Growing up, it was just out of reach. Mama, I hope.
Man, growing up, it was just out of reach. Man, you gotta feel that song. Hopefully, I'm going too long, going off track. But when it comes to this, man, I get all in my feelings. Okay, you gotta forgive me. But hopefully that answers that your question, man. Your request that you asked. It's just keep it simple when you mixing inside. When you mixing some stems, there's nothing too major about it, and to get overwhelmed, you can have a whole bunch of stems. You can have a lot of stuff going in the drum bus. You could have a lot of melodies going on. It don't matter. When it comes to mixing, you want to keep it as simple as possible. All you thinking, don't think about the faders. Get that out the way, because the faders is mixing to taste. The faders, when you mixing the faders, you just mixing to where everything sounds good. When you adding plugins, if you adding plugins for volume, then obviously you got to take that back to where you produce the beat at. You know what I'm saying? Like if you did in FL, you have to take that back and add some volume to that. Don't add volume once you get to the mixing stage of everything. But you can. I ain't saying you can't. But if you adding the plugins just to add volume and you turning your faders all the way up, obviously it's just too low. If you produce the beat or whatever, if you got the track from somebody, the stems or bought it or whatever, you want to just add your flavor to it. You know what I'm saying? Like EQ it a little bit. Sometimes some of them don't need EQing, like this one. I ain't do nothing to the chimes because it was there. You know what I mean? It's just adding flavor to it. As you seen, I added a head crusher. It took it from sounding like this to this. Same as over here, the bass. Know what I mean? That's just okay. It don't have that. I don't hear. It's there, but I don't hear the things that I'm supposed to be hearing inside there. So let me just add a distortion plug into it and let's bring it out. That's all I done. You know what I'm saying? So basically, keep it simple. I know I'm going on and on, but just keep it simple when you're going to mix stems. If you ain't mixing stems with 2-track, then you put the 2-track on whatever level your vocals can sit right on it. Because sometimes 2-track be over loud. Sometimes they be puny. Ain't loud at all. You got to add some volume to it. It all depends how that producer made the beat. Okay? Keep it simple. Do not be overthinking mixing. I used to do that a lot when I first started. Then I started watching a whole bunch of tutorials. And I'm like, okay, they only give you a certain amount of things. They don't tell you everything that goes on and when they mixing, because that'll be a long tutorial. They just tell you the real simple parts about mixing. And that's what I do. And I keep it real. I don't care if I mess up or not. I just keep it real with you. Okay, DoubleKBeats, thank you for tuning into this channel. I'm done all that rambling. I know y'all don't like that. Just had to show you. Subscribe to the channel. Help me out. I'm at you. Feel me?